So let's go to the example. Let's create one workspace that we call Bookstore, in which we will implement our Bookstore application. So your HyperIot new workspace. Now the generator will ask for a name. We choose Bookstore version, the last one. And we don't want that our modules will have the workspace name prefix in their name. So we say no. Default version 1.0, and we don't have any custom repository on which we have to deploy our modules, so we say no. Then we go inside the Bookstore workspace, and here we start to create our microservices, our services or microservices. Let's start from the book one. We want to implement a CRUD services for the book entities. So let's create HyperIot new project. Then we go ahead and we choose a name, so book, group ID, version, which kind of application we want to create. Entity, so it has some persistence logic or integration logic. Persistent logic. We have permission, so the entity is controlled by the permission system, and we have REST services. We don't want to deploy this module on a custom or Maven repository, so we say no. Now the project of our microservices has been built, and we can even build it. Let's choose the project we want to build, book, and the Gradle build is successful. Now we go to the IntelliJ part and we see the generated code. We have our Gradle workspace, which has the book module imported. We can see the action project in which we define permission. As you can find the documentation, the API project in which we define the interfaces based on the 3 layers we have in the application. We have the feature project, which is the project used to generate Kara features. We have the model in which we will have to customize our entity. The only thing we have to do is here now. The repository, which is the layer, the persistence layer, in which we have this book repository implementation, but we can leave it as it is because it extends a framework class that will do the CRUD logic for us. So here we have to add just custom logic, custom queries, or particular transaction we want to implement. The service divided in the service in which we control the permissions, and the system service in which is the lower layer. And then we have the REST generation. So this is the REST API with all CRUD logic already exposed and already controlled by the permission system, and the Swagger documentation already generated. We have also the test project in which we have everything configured in order to run PAX exam with Karaf and our test suite. So basically what we have to do now, we have to add some fields of our entity. In future version, we want to increase the generation, so the generator can ask the model or can take an input like UML model and generate the entity for us. But for now, let's say we have title field and we have ESBN field, and we want to unique constraint on ESBN. We don't add any ID because it's already generated by the framework, by the abstract entity. So the field ID is automatically generated. And this is a protected entity. So this entity book, it's controlled by the permission system. So every time the REST service tries to operate on this book, the permission system will control that the logged user has the right permission to do it. So let's generate getters and setters. Let's go ahead adding some validation, no malicious code, so we prevent malicious code injection, and then not null on persist. Just we say that we don't want this field to be null on at persist time, and we are done. Now what we have to do is compile again your HyperIot build. We can add a -sol, sorry, to build every modules in the workspace. Now we want to try it, so we want to run our microservices. So we do HyperIot new runtime. It will generate a custom distribution based on Karaf. So we say that the distribution is called bookstore, group ID, version, root context, database URL, port, username, and password. We don't want Zookeeper for cluster coordination. We don't have event streaming integrations or Saga patterns, so we don't have to integrate Kafka for now. Which module I want to install inside our custom distribution book. So everything is done. Okay, now if we go inside containers folder, here we find that we have bookstore folder in which we have the POM XML related to the Karaf custom distribution, in which we basically install the framework and the Karaf dependencies and HyperIot dependencies, and we install the features of core, standard core, and our bookstore. Then we have the Postman generated files in order to interact with the microservices with Postman. We have Docker file in order to create the Docker container starting from our custom distribution, and a Docker Compose in order to test our application locally. So, for example, if we see the contents of Docker Compose, it just runs a Postgres image. There is a database defined with the credential we chose at the moment of the generation. So we can run Postgres as container and the Karaf container from custom distribution generation with Maven. So let's go and start Docker Compose up. So now the database is running. I'm going to generate the Maven distribution of our bookstore. So I'm going to clean package. Okay, now we have the target folder in which we have the Karaf, our Karaf custom distribution. So we go Karaf, debug clean, and hopefully everything will come up. So here we have Karaf, bundle list. We have everything running, HyperIot core framework modules. And then we have our book module installed, and everything seems working fine. So now what we can do is to check it on localhost, and we have all our services exposed.